Team Scurv, Team Scurv, Team Scurv, Team Scurv. Hashtag Team Scurv. Empress Ella G, how are you doing tonight?
Hello, Brother Lance. How you doing? Are you good?
You Girl Scout cookie voice going on. I'm going to buy all the cookies now.
You gonna buy my cookies? Yes.
Oh, my God. No, wait a second. Show me the cookies. What kind of cookies are you talking about? we just walk right in the first few seconds of the show. You see me right there. Oh man, this is gonna be something. Let me just tell everybody, this is not gonna be a long one. This is not gonna be a long one. I gotta get up early in the morning, and I can tell it. Buy my cookies? Show me the cookies. That did not sound. You did not even rehearse that. That just came out like that. You walked into that. I gotta reel you in. You put the voice on. You got to put the outfit on. Okay, you know how that goes. You know?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, what is that?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Is that for me?
Dirty old men stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm done.
That cookie is so big.
Speaker of self. Yes.
Oh my God.
Baby Danny Harrington. Yes. Oliala, you are here with the cookies. Yvonne.
Oh gosh. Hi guys.
Miss Tiva Station. Yes.
Empress, how she's doing her cookie? You're cooking and I'll show you mine.
We get all philosophical and serious about life.
Giant, you are so right. You're so right. He corrupted me.
Yeah, hang around me enough, you'll be all messed up. You know, baby said I want some of them damn cookies. It sounds good, right?
The sweetest cookies with yogurt taste.
Stop it.
I can't believe I'm making my voice go so high. Right?
Loving you is easy because you tasted like cookies.
Oh, God. Listen, Brother Lance, stop it. Oh, my God. Oh, gosh. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
You started it. You can replay this. You started it. You know you what?
I can't stop.
And it's always the one who's selling the cookies who's more developed than the other girls. You know? And they're rocking back and forth. So good and darn well what you're doing, how the men look at you.
God, I can't. Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't stop laughing. Oh my God, I can't. Help me.
You're already in the door trying to look for cleavage.
I dropped the cookie. Let me pick it up.
Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is a
Cookies. I'm gonna draw that. Some graphics and these cookies. And I'm gonna catch you joking. I'm gonna record it. We're gonna put it up on the thing.
Oh God! Oh God!
Somebody who listens to the show like that doesn't know the show, and they'll be like, wait a second, you talk about the cookies all the time. How can I really buy some?
God.
This might be something real.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't believe that came out of my mouth like that. I was like, oh my God.
You can't believe it, huh? Look at that. You walk right into it. Sometimes you say things and I can like
I know.
I'll hold that in just for the sake of
God.
But I'm glad everybody knows we like to have a good time. When we get to this, we have a good time at the same time. You know what I mean? So
it is Friday night. So
and again, like I said, this is going to be a short one.
Yes.
Because I have to get up early in the morning. For me right now, it's 1:56 in the morning. And at 10 o'clock in the morning, I have to be with the Black Unicorn, Lizzie 75, and we're going to do a little collaboration by the Osu Castle near the beach.
Oh, wow.
So I got to pack my bag. I fell asleep earlier. You know,
giant. My face hurts. Oh gosh.
All of us are messing up tonight.
We're messed up. Gosh.
No, I promise tomorrow night we're going to show them on. And we're going to definitely do something with
Giant again, sweetie. Lance has corrupted my tender mind, my pure mind.
No, so much to the point that you check yourself sometimes. Sometimes things go unnoticed by me, and then you say it like, "Oh, I said this, I can't." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You tell me this.
I know. I tell myself. I do.
Exactly. So she makes something innocent. Make sure we push that all the way in. I'm like, "Oh God." Said this way, and I'm like, "What are you talking about? You told me yourself." When you said, I'm not going to say it, but you said a real bad one yesterday. I could have ripped you up.
I know. Hi, the truth. Hello there. I never said you were a scammer. I never said you were using a different name or anything like that. Stop it. Remember, we have communicated via email, right? So. Your family, correct? So if your family, that's all I'm going to say. You don't need to explain anything.
You know, there was
my gosh.
There was a female CO, I won't mention her name, in one of the facilities I worked in. It was a jail, and she had a Betty Boo shape, and at one time she was one of the Luke dancers in the okay, so that's all I'll say.
Right.
She had a way of like, she's really pretty and stuff like that and everything. You know, she's still nice. This person still, she's up there with an age, but she looks good. And she her hair really big hair, you know. And then she'd use that voice.
Hello, everybody. Are we going to behave today?
And all of the guy, I hate to say the word it means, you know that, but all the dudes were there, they would just get quiet. You know, and she would run the unit like that sometime. The majority of excuse me, I'm sitting here burping into the microphone. Oh God, that's bad. Excuse me, everybody. But
I did one just to make it even.
No, you didn't. You had to do it anyway. Oh God, it's not me. It's a concept, right? There's a white dude, man. We would be hanging out in school, in middle school, and he was always gaseous in a real bad way, but we never knew it was him. And so much of us would be standing around talking, and black men usually don't, you know, so you get retirement age, you some old grimy uncle, and you don't mind farting. But like when you're cool and you're young, the girls around, you ain't doing that. You easing them out. But I'll put his name out there. He's like little white guy. Let's see, George Farago. He'd come around you. You're already talking, like 3 or 4 guys around in a circle talking, and he'd come near you and act like, you know, he's talking with you, whatnot. And he would ease off the stinkiest farts.
Oh my God!
And walk away slow, and sit to the side like a pyromaniac who was burning the house down, and he wants to watch the thing burn down, and it's him who did it. And he's
And
oh my God! Like, yo, man, God, dog, who? yo, man, you did that? Whatever. He said, to the side, cracking up because he did it, but away and left it in the air. And see, like I said, he would make those oil-based satellite farts. May I explain? Oil-based farts blow away. Oil-based farts stay right there. You can fart an oil-based fart in front of a fan, it's going to stay right there. You can fart an oil-based fart in the car before you walk into the mall and stay in the mall for 4 hours and eat and window shop and come back and that fart's waiting for you.
Oh, my gosh.
He'd make them daggone oil-based farts. Satellites never change their position. You go to once you come back and that part of the room is still stinking. It's like, oh my God.
That's crazy. Speaker of self, call it a drive-by.
Yeah, don't do that no more. We figured it out. Like, yo, George, man, it's you. It's you. Yeah. Oil-based satellite fart, Miss Tiva Station. That's
Good
right.
gosh.
No matter what. I was in a drop-top vehicle. One of them dudes let one of them off, man. We just driving and stayed in the car like somebody sitting in the seat. Like, yo, we chilling. We're enjoying the ride. You can't see me, but I'm very much here.
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
this was a good one. We haven't even done 11 minutes yet, Brother Lance.
Oh, man. And like I said, this is going to be a short one, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do at least an hour, you know. But
I guess it's good that we got out of the gate with a good laugh. So
it's a little taste tonight, you know. But what I want to do, I really want to do something every night, and like, you know, and I could expose the itinerary and say at least 2 good shows a day with the extra small ones in there.
Right.
I can't expose the fact that you guided me in the whole book thing a little more. I'm not going to say when or where, but you guided me on how I should approach it because, you know, I have so many things to share that it's just too much. And I have everything,
right.
but it's like I was locked because I have the time to put some time a little bit every day and put it together. You told me was brilliant and it clicked off in my head. And I'm going to make sure that, it's going to be easy to do. And I gave you a number of how many chapters on each, you know, because it's so many. And I could rattle off maybe like about 8 books like that with each having this, maybe more than that. 5 chapters of book with each. I could rattle it off. And with the help I have, I can do that. I want you to help me to pick the stories, since you know a lot of the stories that, you know, I mean, some of the same ones, but I'm going to go in depth. And each chapter will be a story, and I'm going to go in depth even more than what I said on the show.
Okay.
Time, this, that, more detail to make you feel like the guy, don't you forget about me. In Plato's Retreat to Swingers Club back in 1985. I'm going to take doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 how. Yeah. It's a good jingle for a cab company. I'll
take me there. Take me there. Okay.
Cookies again, taking you there.
Yes.
You're not a dirty old man, are you? You're not looking at me that way.
I'm not a man.
It's you.
I'm not a man.
That reminds me of Mr. Bill.
I know.
There's so many things I want to do. I'm just saying. I'm just so glad to have you in my life and everybody here who's in the chat room and everybody who's going to listen to this. I'm just so happy and glad that I have you.
Oh gosh. Sorry. You know. You see, this is bad. This is what happens when you're so comfortable on a live show. You forget that you're on a live show.
I'm very comfortable.
I'm sitting here playing. Listen to this. Okay, listen.
There'll be no place to hide.
Look at this now. Here's how bad I am, right?
The Making Podcast by LanceScurv. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here playing with my jewels.
It almost made me spit up. Oh my God, you're sitting. Oh, no. I don't even have to say anything on that one. Your jewels. Okay, you're playing them. Okay.
Jewelry, guys.
You can't clean it up. You can't clean it up.
I said that.
What a special jewel.
Ah,
But look, you got
how big are my jewels? How big are my jewels, Giant? They're big enough.
oh my God. Yeah, we have to have a comedy adult show straight out the box. Yeah, we have to do it live. Yeah, true.
Mr. Haru is loving my Jamaican voice now, Lance.
I'm telling you. But like I said, tonight's just a little touch around the, because I want to do this every night. And I guess we have the shows we had. We spoke about the men and how men should be and not be males. And, we're going to do stuff like that. We're going to free flow like that. And I want to bring back the morning shows too. I want to bring those back, those alive.
Yes.
I want to do them both live. You know what I mean?
Yes.
For real. You know what I mean?
Seeker of self.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that I have become on this platform. Anything that I am on this platform. Blame it on Lance. Blame it on Lance.
Straight.
Oh
man. I like to do videos.
What did we smoke? Did we smoke something? Did we?
Yeah, I'm smoking fresh air.
Did we share a joint and we're not telling each other?
Joint as in loose joints. That song. Is it all? Remember that song? You got me love dancing. Is it all my face? I remember being in Midtown Manhattan. I think it was in and I put this picture up and I said the life I've lived is not just about me. We all gonna share our stuff. And like I said, in shows like that, whatever. But that scenario that you're looking at right there is seared and branded into my subconscious mind. Manhattan is about to get dark. I went to the High School of Art and Design on 57th Street and 2nd Avenue. And when we got out of school with all the excitement in Midtown, do you think I went straight home? No, we didn't. We went right to Times Square, went up in that McDonald's on 7th Avenue and 47th Street, I believe it is, and did our homework in there and stayed and walked around. And I was.
Is it 47th Street?
7th Avenue.
They had a couple of them like that, didn't they?
Yeah. Because it wasn't just like, okay, a McDonald's is here and we're not going to have one for another 5 blocks. Foot traffic, McDonald's, Burger King, and restaurants. Now, see, okay. In Midtown Manhattan, you don't have to really go through all that trouble. But if you're like in a residential neighborhood or something, you're going to have to you're just not going to throw it up because it's an intersection. They have to test and see the traffic and the time and all of that. So usually one fast food joint, you'll see another one. You see a Burger King cross KFC because they know that that's a hub, a traffic, a small town, a big city. But I don't think that you'd have to have so much of a bother with that, even though they would still do stuff like that. I mean, there's little things that you learn along the way. But Midtown for me was like my living room. And, if anything, I know it's not the same anymore in New York City, but New York City and Times Square and just the whole city, I loved it. And I would wander. I would go there and go into the bookstores. I'd go into the record shops. And you notice I said record when records were around, right? And I was really young. Yeah. Just like chill. Just go there and let hours flow by. And I'm out there. And again, that came from my father had his own business and me being in Manhattan a lot, like in the summertime or during the weekends. Like I said, my parents were together, but she was doing her own thing on the weekends, singing and everything. And so it always got to Manhattan. She was always coming out there, or he was always coming out there. So, I got relaxed out there. So I saw so much more so than the other youngsters. And I say it that way, my age, because I was slipping out there from like 11, 12 years old. You know what I mean? 11 years old, I hop on the train and kind of like, I'm just going around with friends' line and wander around. And thank the Lord, nothing ever happened to me.
Exactly.
I was too relaxed. You know what I mean? So I knew how to blend. It was like, oh, wow, look at the tall buildings. And somebody over there like a predator, oh, he's out here by himself. He's amazing. I'm walking like I had people or backup out there. I was just too relaxed.
You control the city. That's your
a lot of visuals. And the way I did it, I had fun, and or if I brought friends out there, we had fun. because when I would go out there and just say all of us would take a time machine and go back into those times, you'd be addicted because I'd make sure that you're laughing, we're having fun. I'm showing you some spots. I'm showing you something crazy. I'm showing you something decadent. I can't talk about this if I'm making stuff up. I lived that life. That's why I said the life I've lived, you know.
Exactly.
And it's not better than anybody, but I like to reflect those times because I've had some wowzers, enough to fill several books. You know what I mean? And make it, because it was, but I didn't know at the time, like, why was I accruing so much experiences? I always asked myself that. Because I would come back, you know, from the city and some friends, oh, you went out there by yourself? What was it like? What did you do? I'm scared to go out there. Wow, it's crazy. I hear. And I would tell them things. Oh, no, you lying. You lying. I'm like, yeah, man, this lady was walking down the street with her titties hanging out. No, you lying, man. You lying. You know, just stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Oh, God.
And it's back in the 70s.
I know.
Oh, Biggie, we're grown now. We know how things are. But I'm just saying that, you know, little things you come back and you say, you know, and then when I got a little older, I'm hanging out there 3 and 4 in the morning. And so I just love the energy. I was not decadent, actually. I mean, I went around different things, went up in places. I was cozy. I wanted to see, I wanted to see the real deal, and nothing was going to stop me. You know? So, right. So I'm trying to figure out how long it would take me to get this project done, the first one off, because that really would fit. It would fit better than just, well, I was born in 1963. Nobody wants to hear that. If you want to, you know, I mean, like on this level, you know, most people that are younger, I'm not throwing off, and many people have regressed to this where we have a shorter attention span and there are more things competing for our attention. So if you pick up I better jump into it.
Right.
You know, nobody wants to hear 3 chapters or something like the song Patches. My father was a great old man. I could see him in the shade.
Oh gosh, can you imagine?
The patches are painting on your son.
Well, you know, like the title said, the life I've lived. I didn't write that title, so
that should be the title of the book, huh?
Yeah, that could be. Or at least one of them. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Yeah. We'll work on that. Oh my gosh.
Because you know what? I'm not committed to a chronological framework. I can jump around.
Right.
Each chapter is a story. It's going to be complete each chapter. It won't be like, it just gave me a tease. No, I'm going to get in. It may not be super big or super long, boring. It's going to be just right. You know what I mean? Right. Well, you know, even if you were doing a book where you're going to really talk about when you were, you know, the time of your birth and go through, you could always start off that first chapter, you know, with something funny, you know, and then, you know, as you end that first chapter, it's the beginning of, you know, and I was born in, you know, Harlem or wherever, Upper Manhattan, 1963, blah blah, on a cold April 8th morning, 5:34 a.m.
5:34 in the morning, when the world was just waking up, and you know, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you need a dreamy little establishing. You know,
paragraph. Yeah, you know, exactly.
Yeah, I just can't jump in. It's like throwing cold ice on somebody.
That's what, right. That kind of book takes a while. That's not something that you're going to, because you're going to rewrite. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to wind up changing and fixing. But the little ones that we're talking about, the little anecdote, you know, books, those are just, you know, like a compilation of your little stories and so on and so forth. And it doesn't have to be anything big. And it could be just one, but it could be one really funny one. Like I just bought that Richard Pryor book. And it's not a thick book, but the way it was made, it's like about 10 inches. It's almost like like 10 inches by 11 inches.
I'm gonna sound like that. I'm gonna be real quiet. I ain't saying nothing.
Shut up! 10 inches by 11 inches.
I ain't saying nothing.
And guess what? Guess what? Somewhere else in this conversation, I'll say something else that won't fit that 10 inches.
Exactly. And that's how people get soundbited and they splice stuff and put it together and make them look like a madman or a crazy person. Not quite 10 inches. Okay.
Not quite 10 inches, but close.
You like my cookies?
And then put that in there after that.
Brother Les. Oh my God.
Imagine I did that, right? I could really mess somebody up.
I would kill you. I would actually pay Mrs. Scurv to kill you. I would pay her to kill you.
I could be a bad shock jock though, because I'm over here and I'm white cops. I can say all kind of stuff, right? No, I'm gonna do that though. It's not I'm gonna be raw. There's a side of me that wants to be not raw, just be raw.
Listen, I'm just doing this, guys. I'm only doing all of this so that we can have a good intense laugh for an hour, and then Brother Lance can go to bed. True. That's all. That's it. Seeker of self. Seeker of self. I thought we were family. We're supposed to be family here. Okay.
Well,
Oh, God. Family can be. Anyway.
We are
okay. All right. Yes. So, as I was saying, the book doesn't. God, I can't. There's no word I can use now. What am I going to say? I'm scared to talk.
The feds, and you're sitting there, and I'm questioning you. You're like, I better not say anything that's going to incriminate me.
Golly gee, I'm just like, you're going to make me get all proper on you and everything.
I know. But you know what? Ways of changing it around. You're acting like you're at police headquarters and that big light is over you and you're handcuffed behind a chair and they're about to burn a cigarette. You're like, you know what I mean? You're like, and you're hungry and you're tired. You're leaving there for an hour. Listen, yeah, okay, I did it. And you didn't do it. You just want to get out of there.
No, make me stop. No. Yes. So, anyways, here the book can be, it can be a certain size.
Not on a book level, but a detail level. Like with the artwork, I love to put detail. And that, I guess, could be good, but they're going to be chapters. So, you're going to be satisfied. Right. That's the kind of book that I want people to say, oh my God, I love the whole thing. But
yes.
Check out chapter 3. Remember that time?
Yes.
I want you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be a New York Times bestseller. Just something in good jest within off here and beyond.
Right.
It can end up in prison, making the inmates laugh. It can end up on somebody's coffee table, and you feel a little down and out. And somebody discovers, like, oh my God, who is this guy?
Exactly.
And so we have a lot of stuff online, so that'll be part of it. So I don't have the pressure of a real author who's like, oh, I gotta make this book work. It's gotta be going out there. We already do stuff. We already have a body of work, so it's like that'll be just an extra to throw in there with no pressure.
Right. Right.
That's what it would be for me,
Exactly.
Leg Bone, yes, indeed.
He's there? Oh wow. Hey, Joe. Hey, Cheryl.
Remind me of some stories.
Yes, story time, Joe, but we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, we're gonna be short.
So
We're
we're
short tonight. I
short.
gotta do some
He's, sh-
collaboration.
he's short. He's very short tonight.
10 inches. She's like, I'm pleading the fifth now. You ain't dragging me out like this. You know?
Shorter.
For real. But like
For
I said,
real. Hello. Mhm.
that Midtown Manhattan scenario, that's why I chose that picture. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, in a sense, I'm not saying I grew up there, but Joe Neckbone understands being a New Yorker like that. You know,
Right.
you have your memories, and once you catch a pulse, a feel of that place at time,
Right.
because it's not like that anymore. I understand that. So this is why I want to celebrate it even more when I have like kind of a series like this and just do a book about the stories and different things. And like I said, with the advantages I have now and the time that I have now, it's a wonderful thing. So we're really going to make sure that everything is going to be good with that. And I have to do that. I just can't not do it. That's another medium and another way to do things. And I've been very encouraged by people who are authors who have been, putting out several books. And it's not a money thing and not a money grab. It's just it's a love thing. It's a way of just putting it out there in a different way, because we have folks out there that don't know anything about the internet and don't want to know anything about it. It's, I just give a grandson to get on there when I need to do it or whatever.
Right. Exactly. That's true.
What Joe Nickbone just said. It is, the tensions are rising, and it's unfortunate, but that's what's going to happen in these scenarios, and the sense of hopelessness or whatever have you. I mean, I'm rooting for America, my people, most of all, not necessarily the system that does things to us, but I just hope everything is all right and we can come together and unify and look beyond that place. Because like I said, the 6-hour video, 6 hours and 45 minutes I did when we went to look out the land, the fun we had on that van. For those who saw that long video that we did, we were going up, to the beach and the land that was being sold. We had some good old fashioned back in the day fun, and we were in the motherland.
Exactly.
We were born in America, one or two from Jamaica. Mrs. Scurv was there. It wasn't even about Jamaica or Caribbean. It was just that side of the world, the culture, the music, the jokes. And I've connected with so many wonderful people here who are doing some really big things. And I won't put it out there, but we talk,
Yeah.
so I am just so happy, and there's no way that I could have been. I don't know. I couldn't have got this thing in America. What I've always looked. I found what this world is searching for here, right here. Yeah. So it's I can move faster. I can get more done.
Right.
I got time. I hate to say the retired word. I hate the stigma that comes with that, but I'm free and everything is coming together fast, and I want to share that with the world. Now I can do what I want to do. I felt like my hands were tied before, and like, I want to do this, but I gotta go into the plantation.
Exactly. Right.
There's things I still have to do to maintain myself. It doesn't mean that I just sit around and drink mango juice or whatever, but I'm in a better place.
Sounds like a good idea, though.
Oh, I can do that when I want. It's beautiful. Them big non-GMO mangoes that really and truly you go up in the mountains up there, not too far, and you can get 15 of them for the equivalent price of $3. $3. 15.
I asked you to get me some green ones and ship them to me, but you won't do it.
That's true. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh, yeah. Joe Neckbone, you have thousands upon thousands of people who have repatriated here, and you missed it when I don't know if you saw, but I didn't put it up yet on YouTube, but I had a little piece of it on Instagram and Facebook. We were out there dancing, but by the time that I got out there, it was dancing and everything. Most of people had left. And they do this every week, and it's a place called Mabel's Table, which is next to One Africa, and in that part of Elmina and the Cape Coast, there are so many retired people, younger people. I forgot that I was in Africa. And it's right On the beach. Come on now. You saw how close to the beach it is. It is the beach.
Yeah.
Restaurant, little rooms, hotel, and separate little structures. Man, they got them here. Pennies on the dollar. You go there to that area, man, you'll find people that you can vibe with from the neighborhood. I'm telling you the truth. Oh, yes, Oleala is my favorite. No, I'm telling you, and you're like, okay, what part of New York you from? You see a New Yorker and you know them. Matter of fact, like I told you when I was in the Accra Mall and I went into the ShopRite supermarket, people like, I can't seeing malls that are modern and supermarkets and girls with nice butts. It's the same thing here.
Right, right.
It's so funny. So I was looking at this guy. I said, what part of the United States? You from the United States? He said, yeah, I'm from the United States. and you're LanceScurv. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And I said, yeah, I know it. All of a sudden, they want to take selfies. We're having fun. I get that a lot. It's a different mentality out here.
That's beautiful.
It's all over. And like I said, I met with someone. I'm going to tell you, Joe Nickbo, she might be listening. I won't put a name out. I met her and her husband 2 days ago at the mall. Because, I mean, there's many malls out here, but it's just that particular mall happens to be in an area where I pass straight down the road when I go out. And, and that's a meeting place, you know. But they have the West Hills Mall. They have these nice, fabulous, ultra-modern malls that I would say folks in the United States need to catch up on. Like, if you want to see a mall, you come out here.
Right.
But you know what? You know how we knew each other?
How?
She has a Ghanaian husband, but she moved out here recently. We know each other for the last 20 years from AOL, from the AOL chat.
Wow.
She's going to come on the show and she's going to talk about, she remembers things I don't even remember. She's like, Lance, you crazy from back in the day. I got to tell them how you used to act on AOL. I'm like, well, I said after a while, you know, AOL had the AOL homepage. And so you had a page you put pictures and quotes. So I used to put my artwork on that. This is 20 years ago, right? And so one day I logged in. Remember, it was all dial-up. You say, okay, let me go watch a 2-hour movie and maybe I'll be logged in by then. And so there are people, you've got mail, right? You know, so we vibed that way and she remembered. And I got a call about maybe 6 months ago. And it was somebody who's, Lance, I found you. I can't believe it. I saw the name and I remember, I said, I know that name from somewhere. Man, we've been connected for 20 years. I'm getting a lot of these 20 years. It's really amazing. You know, it's crazy. Wow, look at that. Luxury apartments popping up.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
And it's like the blob and it's going to take over the rest of the place. And the fabric of the original neighborhood, that's history. Well, when I think about the old neighborhood, I know that I'm thinking about something that doesn't exist anymore, but it exists in the hearts of the people who lived there, who experienced it.
Exactly.
For that. I mean, I walk with that forever. I was speaking to someone else. They said, man, around that area, around that time. And they said, listen, I'm so angry with myself. I think I told you, I'm so angry with myself because I could have taken, I would have appreciated it more, but it was so fleeting. I said, listen, it's still there. It may not be physically where we go and see everything exactly the way it is, but as long as it's in your heart and it's in my heart and we can reminisce on it and talk about it, because look, I got chock full of memories from way back. I did not live a normal life, y'all. It was rapid fire, but I never knew that I had more experiences than most. I'm not going to say it's better, whatever, but and not only that, right? I think I had the ability to absorb it more. I downloaded it faster and retained it. You know what I mean? That's all I'll say. The ability to spit it back. And so there's a duty that comes with that there are other people who, you know, they may forget, or, oh, I remember that so-and-so, because things I've name dropped on with people I don't even know. I remember that club. I remember that street. I remember that person. I know that person real good. So that's why I name drop to a point, as long as it's not going to embarrass anybody or speak about different places. And that's my way of keeping everything going. You know, when people talk, and I was got to go to Bentley's, right? But I remember Bentley's. I went there a couple times. That wasn't my thing. I remember Red Parrot. I remember the rooftop. I remember the Paradise Garage. I remember the spots in Queens, especially because I did bodybuilding and went into a lot of body contests in Queens. So I knew the owners of these clubs and I would go there. Yo, Lance, what you doing, man? we're gonna have a little thing, man. You make a little money tonight. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like I told you, even still, what story was I telling you about was it the bodybuilder, Jefferson King?
Oh, about the going to dance strip. No, what is it? Strip club dance party.
Yeah. Well, somebody pulled out of a date to be the dancer, the stripper for this, and they called me, and I went in, and I brought my buddy with me, and he bombed. I'm just saying, the reason I brought him up is because he's in the news right now for something unfortunate. You know what I mean?
Real unfortunate.
Yeah, I was shocked when I got that. It popped up on my timeline on YouTube. I'm like, I know this guy real good. We go back to like 81, 82, 83. He was supposed to be the next biggest thing, but it's a sad story. He even in the 90s got on this show called Gladiator. I don't remember. I remember it vaguely, but it's based in the UK. Big muscle guys and doing big stunts and different things, and had his personality, but he took a fall.
Right,
he was
right.
on a lot of steroids, so I will say that. This guy was on a lot of steroids, a lot for a long time. And he was not, he was very imposing, very intimidating, but he was a teddy bear on the inside. But he needed the money, and he came with me, and he said, well, listen, I'm going to come with you, and I'll help you out. I said, okay. I said, listen, man, I'll make sure you get paid. And we went there, and I did my thing. He did his thing, but he came out there like, and the song that was playing was it Shannon, Let the Music Play? Let the music play. Boom, 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 boom. He came out all wrong. He's big, massive, and he was swinging his arms, and the women were intimidated. This wasn't sensuous. It wasn't like,
Right.
Your look, your position. You also have to alter what you do when you do that kind of stuff according to the crowd that's there. Imagine a Paul Mooney as a comedian performing in a hick town, a bunch of rednecks. He's going to tell it like it is, but he's going to do it in a way that's appealing to them to make them laugh, but he's not going to hold back. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was a mixed crowd there. So certain songs I'd have to choose that would blend in with the mixed crowd, to make them happy. So maybe I can get more work. And this is a long time ago.
No doubt.
So,
guys, can you see Brother Lance as a stripper?
Oh my God! Oh God!
Raise your hand in the chat.
That old fat guy with the big head, right?
No, you didn't have. You didn't. Oh, okay. But anyways, yes. Yeah.
That's for the cookie jokes earlier on when the first show first started.
Gosh, yes. We'll say, oh, look at Giant. She's always a first. She's such an instigator. Oh, my God.
But like I said,
Giant is such an instigator.
Know what's going to happen. You have to say another friend of mine from corrections. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to do a nice little video speaking about him in a good general way, probably over the weekend. So my other old work buddies I used to work with in the jail can, make their little comments and stuff. Maybe hopefully somebody will do a little Facebook page for him. But we had our little stories, and I won't put it up in that video. I'm not going to do anything, but the story I told you before, right? When I was supposed to go to work.
Yeah.
By. It wasn't just him. He was there, but I swung the door open. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Oh my gosh. Yes. That one we have to save. We have to save that.
Yeah.
We have to save that for tomorrow.
I'll say is that when the word got out about that gathering, most guys that I knew that were working, man, I'll use a fool, man. I would have called out of work that night to stay there all night, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I gotta go.
Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt.
Exactly. I mean, I don't mind about certain scenarios. I laugh. I'm telling jokes and everything like that, but it's not like, ooh. It's not like, endeared that situation,
Right. Exactly.
I just like to talk about those things.
Ooh, you mastered it. Ooh.
They did.
Okay.
Plato's Retreat. Yes. Don't you forget about me. That's going to be a chapter.
Joe just comes in the chat to drop drop these 1 and 2 words.
Yeah,
You remember
yeah.
this? Remember that?
I'm getting filled with memories and whatnot. I'm gonna have to like describe the layout of the place, what I saw, but I'm gonna tell it a certain way that's gonna be very amusing because it was very amusing to me. You know, remember the
Right.
one when I was there and I was trying to like take a shower and I realized the shower was a co-ed shower in there and there's that old German lady. Remember,
Oh, right.
follow
You
me
need
around.
help? You need help?
Mhm, mhm. I usually don't push other YouTube channels, but I'm gonna say it again. Go to Soft White Underbelly.
Yes.
You will see some. They have a he interviewed a nudist swinger, and I can't believe they got away with that on YouTube. She's sitting there naked, and they blurred out the nipples and everything, but she's sitting she's sitting there naked, and I said I can't believe this, but his channel's not monetized anyway.
Right. Hey there, Indigo King. How are you? How is your nephew? I hope he's coming along okay.
Yeah, Joe Neckbone, Enigma. That's the group right there. But yeah.
Yeah.
To that song and all of their songs. Oh my God. The visuals I have with that. I was telling Empress G about I know you remember Joe Neckbone, Schneidman. Remember him? And remember when he was in the middle of the floor and he had his head, had one hand on his hip, and he had his head was thrown back. Oh, and he was in bliss. I won't say anything more than that.
Oh gosh,
that was funny. Remember that?
You see, Robin Bird show.
He was a happy man that night. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he remembers.
They're like, what's he really talking about?
Lance and Joe are having a moment.
Wow.
They're having a moment, but that's good. That's good.
The drinks will be water. I remember down what is it? The Scene on Guy Brewer Boulevard, but below Foch. I have a lot of memories there. And one there with my old girlfriend, and sometimes I go there without her, and nobody knew my age really. I mean, around that time I was maybe like 16, 17, and you can put a little hat on and try to act a little older, borrow a woman's eyebrow pencil and paint more of a mustache on, and my body looked older, so they let me in.
Right.
I remember just going there dancing and having a good time, but like I said, I saw a lot of things, and it was like, I mean, the raw. There was no crack then. Clubs weren't messed up in a way. It was more organic. You had the good old music from back in the day.
Right.
It just didn't cross over. Even I've discovered that when you go into a new decade, that decade doesn't have its identity yet. And it's still the prior decade. Like, okay, 1980 and 82 to me was like the late 70s.
Yes, that's true.
Because we think that as soon as we turn 2020, 2010, 2000, that boom, it's going to be something so new, but it's still the feel of the prior
remnants. Yes.
Only when it gets a couple years into it does it take on its own form and shape and own personality. I've learned that.
That's true.
Remembering the early 70s was really like the late 60s. The early 80s were really like the late 70s. To me, there's no difference in feel with the music and different things from 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. And then it begins to change. But then again, that all depends on the person and what circles they run around in or how they live, because for me, getting into, a former marriage and present marriage, whatever, and all in between and all the other things before and the things that happened to me, it's like I was like Rip Van Winkle for a while. And so now I have to sit back and really now being out of the country and living here for good, I can really see, like they say, I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Right.
I always say the anecdote that if you see a beautiful picture on the wall, but you put your nose on it, you can't really see the beauty of it because you're on the picture, you're so close to the picture.
Exactly. Right.
So now I'm looking at this banner Times Square, I can really smell that subway smell that comes up to the grating and the Frankfurters, 30 francs, and the sounds that go by and the honking of the horns and all the things that happen. You know, and all the
Those
people that you
strengths
see.
that
That's
we
right.
ate.
Yeah, there's big similarities here, but
Hmm.
big differences also. And I could see those things so clearer now from within. You see what I mean? Because
Right,
I'm heavy
right.
in meditation. And I'm not just saying, "Nyam yo renge kyo," and I'm sitting here. No, I could be cleaning up. I could be taking a walk. I could be doing a bike ride. I could be up in the mountains or working on the projects or whatever have you. And like I said, it comes to me.
Go
You
into a
know?
zone.
Right. So it wasn't like, oh, I just lived there for 2 years. Man, I was beating them streets down. And again, not with crime or drugs or anything illegal, but just absorbing. And I loved it. You know, I really
Right.
loved it. And that time is gone. I accept that. So we reflect off of each other the beauty of that time. Like I said before, when a star supernova is out and it's so many millions of light years away, the star might be gone, but guess what? You look up in the sky and you still see the light that came from the star. So we may
Exactly.
go, we may still be here, we may transition to another level, but the energy you shared will shine off of somebody else, you know? And
Oh yeah.
yes, yes. Indigo King, I saw your message, man. We send out positive energy and comfort and total recuperation.
Yes.
Yeah. I meant to say that. I was going to type something to you, but as soon as I was about to type it, I was on my phone. The phone rung, and I found out that I lost somebody close to me. You know, and like I said, this is not that kind of situation. It's an accident, but you know, we don't want it to be where something's final. If it is, if it's the will,
Exactly.
we're gonna pull and send out that energy. We don't have to know the details if you don't want to tell it, but just everybody pull together and throw that energy his way.
Yes,
Whichever way you want to do
please,
it, you know,
please. Yes,
you know.
yes.
And sorry about that.
Mm.
Um, I have a lot that comes at me sometime, you know.
But we
Um,
understand, Brother Lance. It's okay.
mhm. And like I
You
said,
know.
another 8 minutes or so, I am going to wrap it down. I have to be strict with this because I got to get up. And I want to be looking like a raccoon in the video in the morning time, but we're going to be with Lizea, 75, the Black Unicorn. I got to meet her at the Osu Castle by the beach in a very luxurious area of Accra. I want to share that with you all.
Ooh.
Brother,
Yes.
he's going to do something with me. I'm going to try to get him to do like an hour and a half. He kind of does like 30-minute videos. I'm going to try to convince him. I'm staying right there. Yeah, brother, keep talking, preach, teach. Yeah, keep going. You know, because he does that good stuff. He shares that good stuff. And I want to bring that in and cook it up and have it up.
Same location. Same location.
Oh, yeah, for him, yeah, same location. For her,
Okay.
you know, this is not a
Right.
split screen internet thing. We're going to be face to face, you know, as we've been
Okay.
face
Okay.
before. But, you know, now it's going to work out just fine. So I just got to pack my bag, my camera bag, make sure I have everything, the right microphones. And I got to bring maybe the handheld microphones too, because it might be a lot of wind out there, she was telling me. You know, so we got to
Okay. Okay.
and we'll be all right. She has a
How
hookup.
far away is it?
It's not walking distance, I know, but it's not far. But I'm gonna take a Uber or Bolt down there, and it's
Okay.
not far, but I don't want to like just say I'll take an hour to get there. It's not an hour on open road, but Osu can get very crowded, and on Saturday, I mean, there's a lot of high class places over there. East Legon, Osu, they're really nice areas. I mean, like you'd be like, yo, America ain't got nothing like this. The shops, the restaurants, you know,
Right.
just look, you're gonna see it because me just when I'm walking around going to the place, I'm gonna GoPro that bad boy. All right. So
That's the kind of place where I could live, and I would not be fiending or missing this place at all.
No, you won't. Like I said, people are approachable. I was speaking to someone on a FaceTime in the mall, and I had walked up to the people who were at the kiosk and they were doing makeup, but they didn't have anybody selling makeup, but they would do makeup and makeovers. And they were very attractive young ladies because, you know, they get those kind of jobs. And I said, listen, I have a friend of mine here on the phone. Tell him how nice it is. And they're like, come home, tell him this. I didn't get an attitude. I'm not saying I'm going to get an attitude in the States, but it's just overall, you just get that vibe, and you get a village feel out here, even though it doesn't look like Greenwich Village. You get a feel like, wow, I can relax.
Right.
No cops looking at you.
Right.
Nobody looking to rip you off. And you can walk up to somebody and they'll go out of their way to help you. And you feel, even after they help you, They say, listen, if you ever need anything before here, take my number. Like, wow.
Right.
That. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be a woman who has good intentions or whatever, or they may see me to say, I know you from the videos or something, or whatever. I need you. I'm going to ask you something here. Take my number. They're not thinking like, oh, he's trying to get with me or whatever. And
Exactly.
it's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. I mean, I can kick myself for not being here earlier, because this is what I always wanted. And it's just nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In America, the land didn't do anything to me. It's the system there.
Right.
And what the system does to us, with the PTSD that it's given us.
Exactly.
We act with each other as we should. We should be home to each other. We should be relaxed with each other. We mean mug each other. I'm not going to say we all do, right? But it's just customary that, you want a paranoid state of mind. I'm so relaxed.
That's true.
I'm absorbing every second better than I ever did in any part of my life. And there was a point where we were considering going to Jamaica, but we can't even do that now because that place is different unless you stay in a tourist area, and that'll be something to do directly from here because they have direct flights from here to Jamaica. You know that, right?
I think I was being told that the other day by somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even business wise, the positioning, and certain that are connected, they're going to make their own announcement, but they're going to come here. And this for them would be better because South Africa is so advanced. And we know they have still the unwritten rule of apartheid there and certain things, but you're close to Dubai, you're close to Nigeria, which is, watch some of those Nigerian movies and see how a lot of them live over there. Now, there's a lot of poor folks over there too. There's a lot of money over there, but it's not about money.
There's a lot of money.
Right?
Both.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can connect business levels and whatnot. It's just there's one between us. There's not that much space from here to Nigeria. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna look. Once I'm settled here in the next few months, I'm hitting a lot of these other places. Oh yeah, as long as it's I'm not dealing with no shot. If that's the case, I'm cool staying here for the rest of my life and not going anywhere because there's a lot for me to do here. For real.
I just want to get there before any they want any of these requirements.
Yes. That's the thing. Yeah. And I mean, you don't have to come here because I did and I say it's this. You can still love where you are. If you have family and you don't want to uproot yourself, I understand. I'm not saying that. It's just that just go for whatever it is that will bring joy to your heart.
I want to live on the beach that beach that I see there. That's what I want.
Did you see that? You saw that video, right?
Yeah, I want my piece of heaven.
And we're talking that price. Oh, oh man. Oh man. And people, that system has you beat down like you can't live that way and be free.
Exactly.
Like I want to wake up when I want to wake. I want to eat what I want to eat. I want to do. Okay, let me stay another week over here. Let me go over. Just free. No flashing or no fronting or no trying to be Big Willie or whatever. Just free.
Exactly.
I'm not expecting anything from anybody like they're supposed to know me. I'm this big whatever. I'm just a regular guy who's a servant for my people, and I just want to be free. Let's vibe. Let's talk. But let me tell you something. Over there by Cape Coast. By One Africa and Mabel's Table, that place is organic fun. That restaurant that has the dance floor, that has the music, that's right there. You can walk from under that little area where you eat. You can take, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can take 40 steps
and be in the water,
and you'll be ankle high on beach water. 40 steps.
Go to Instagram. Those of you who have Instagram, and go to Team Scurv or Brother Lance's page, also LanceScurv, and he's got some really nice visuals there. Indeed.
Hit this title and pull this up and I'll drop it in the chat room. And I'm going to show you. Let's see. Okay, no, that's not it. It's another one. Okay. I know what to put it in. And I think it's at the 3 hour. And it was one hangout. We took a van. It was one long hangout that we had, and it was so much fun. So I videotaped the whole thing. It was about 6 hours and change, back and forth, and but I put the business part of it early on.
Yeah.
Okay, right to that part. Okay, bet. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Okay, here it is. Share. Let me get the link. Okay, boom. Here's the link, y'all. I'm dropping it in. Y'all need to check this out. At the 3 hour, if it doesn't already go there, I didn't set it that way. You know what? Disregard that part. I'm gonna put it right where you need to go, and it's gonna play right at this part. Okay, this part is gonna play right from the 3 hour and 40-minute mark. So most of it was van ride. In the beginning of it, we leapfrog into that present time, but I put it in front so you can get the business. The link
Right.
the one not the first one, but it's the same video, but the second one will take you when me and Mr. Scurv were walking to the beach after we got off of the van.
Right.
And in the van,
Right.
the whole video, you want to crack up and have some fun? We were joking, we were hanging out. You couldn't tell. Look, I couldn't have had a better time in America. Just black folks free, joking and having fun. And the majority of us from America, so that fun is not relegated to just a geographical place. It's a spirit thing. Just y'all hit that, open up another screen and mute the sound and hit it now. And look at that beach. I mean, and the price. I'll hold that one back, but you already know anyway. Price to live there, white folks would be so angry. These Negroes are living there for that price? A quarter of an acre for that price? On the beach? Like, that's only for us. No.
Exactly. No. This is what we have to recognize, that Africa belongs to us. And we're over here, busting our asses trying to live a certain kind of lifestyle. And the life we want to live is waiting for us right there. Just make sure, just plan. That's all. Plan.
Yeah. And like I said, we get so beat down and we think that we can't live that life, but you can. But they make you believe that you can't. And they make you believe that you don't deserve it, or you got to wait until you're 70 years old, 75 years old before, I got to work all these years and so on. No, you don't. Because there's people living out here already who are living that way. But we're talking about the community they're going to build right there. Oh, man. And like I said, I'm going to be with him tomorrow after I'm with Lizea, and I'm going to have him do a separate segment on that. Again, just a separate 3 or 4 minute video with information so you can get to it. Because he's the real thing.
And you know what? And for a lot of us, who may not have the means right now, right this moment, we have this really good opportunity with this Hyper Fund program, that
yes, tell me about that.
If you want to try to see where you can go with, saving, but I say saving, but creating some kind of wealth for yourself. It can be passive, or it can be aggressive. It's working, and it's your choice. So
information, it's working. Good.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Indeed. No, that's okay. It's working. And I just put some information in the chat. So if you are interested, you can hit me up. It's EmpressLG@LanceScurv.com. I'll send you some more information, and then we can talk. We're going to be doing some shows just to put it out there some more, as well as we do have videos from previous weeks where our brother Orty Champion is talking about it and giving the breakdown on how the program works. We're doing it, and we're seeing things happen. There is a time frame involved, but if you're willing to put in the work and just, see where it takes you, I think it's beneficial. I'm looking forward to using mine to help with my retirement. I mean, I'm retired already, but it can augment whatever I'm getting, you know what I mean? And help me to actually see my dream come true.
But it will swell up, and it's been swelling up more frequently for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I urge everybody just to check it out. I don't tell people this is this and this and that. I don't sell things. People come to me, oh, Lance, you got this big following, and if you did this, you can make money. No, I don't hustle people. I'm doing it, and I'm going to show when we do that show. I'm going to screenshot some things and we'll discuss how we show it and everything. But I'm going to show you the little bit I put in and how much is coming out. And it's like every few days is boom, boom, boom. I'm like, this thing's like the Incredible Hulk. It is. And it's you'll see it. There's nothing to hide. I'm not going to Photoshop anything or twist something around. It is what it is, and it's a beautiful thing.
Exactly. And we'll explain as we go along between Brother Artie, who is actually, the one with the most experience in this, and he's more than willing to explain in detail everything to you. But we really believe that this is a great opportunity. As melanated people, we're always the last, to know when a good opportunity is there. When we find out about it is when the market is saturated and, nobody cares anymore. So right now we are at the forefront as it relates to here in America or, whatever. We're at the forefront of this thing. And so let's jump on it. Let's make some money,
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. I want to make some money. So let's all take this opportunity and make some money for ourselves, make some money for your children. Yeah.
Exactly.
Get on a Zoom show, a Zoom meeting, and hear how the program works. And if it's, if you feel good about it, take advantage of it.
Can't say it no better than that. But I will show and peel back the layers and show you what I put in, what I'm getting out of it every few days. It's just building up and reinvesting in there. And again, I will say this even realistically, which some people who are trying to sell you something and whatever, I will say this: nothing lasts forever.
Exactly.
When you catch it when it's hot, do it. So much work to grow, and you catch it now, you can get something out of it. You know what I mean? I'm still with that because I was very critical when I first saw it, and I'm gung ho with it. Like you see when because Empress LG handles a lot of stuff for me, and I'm appreciative of it. She's like, Lance, you got the rebuy. They got another so wait a second. So on 3 more days, you're going to get another one. I'm like, whoa, are you serious? And that's all I put. And I'm going to show you. See, I'm into the show and prove stuff. I'm not into this saying stuff and not proving it. I will bear my soul more than most YouTubers out here because, it's going to benefit you. It's benefiting me just like any other thing because, like I said, you all know I'm a working class, blue collar type dude that I don't have no money to waste. I'm not a rich guy. But I make decisions. I'm not afraid to take a calculated risk. And even making
that's what we need to do.
Move out here, everything is working out very well.
Right.
Like I said, we're not into the quackery or just on a whim type stuff. We examine it, we see it. If you see it, you go for it and you make it happen. And that's why at this particular point, like I said, I'm very happy with the way things are coming along, and I'm still going to be intense with it and still push. But don't think that you're trapped into some kind of reality that, whatever. Even if you have like major debts or you don't have much money on you, whatever, don't think you're trapped into that reality because things can happen and change very swiftly. I'm not going to say like 1 hour to the next. Well, yeah, you hit the lottery, you do that, but who wants to wait on that? But just to face things, look at your options, open your mind, see what you want, what you desire. You put that out to the universe and you keep that in mind. Christians say, well, keep in prayer. No, well, you keep your mind constantly on what it is that you want because the power of the mind is a funny thing. This move that I made leapfrogged me so far ahead, and I don't compare, but there are people who worked all their life and it's like, this put me so far ahead that there are folks who thought like, oh, you never get to this point. And I'm like, wow.
Look at where you are.
Exactly. Don't think you stuck in something just because people tell you there's a long line to wait for success. Like, well, they
right.
It took them 15 years. Well, you can find yourself in a different reality
Seize the opportunity. Seize the opportunity. You know, I am not the one to try to sell anybody on anything. I am not that one. I've had people come to me with all sorts of so-called opportunities, and it didn't feel right. Yeah, it didn't feel right. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I just could not do it. This, listen, I scraped up every penny I could find to do my first $300. Okay, I mean, it wasn't pennies that I was gonna miss if I, I mean, I'm not stupid, you know. You know, you don't use what you can't afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? And so if you can afford to put something away, close your eyes and not look at it or not think about your initial investment. But you can't use the word investment. Your initial purchase, for a while. Just think of it as getting a CD. Think of it as buying a CD for X amount of time. You know, we usually
out on with what you get after it grows, but to realize the full thing, you have to keep it in, but the extra that grows out of it, you can be scooping that out. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Just know that. Okay, let me just say this. If you bought a $300 CD right now, and this program, you have to keep the membership for 20 months. 20 months. If you bought a $300 CD right now and you kept that CD for 20 months, I would like to see somebody in the chat give me a dollar amount that you think you would gain in interest after 20 months on that $300 CD. Then I will tell you what you will get if you do nothing at all but just put $300, forget about it, and 20 months from now you go back and see what you have. Can somebody just give me a dollar amount of what you think $300 would get you in interest in 20 months? Real quick, because Brother Lance has to go. One person, We Life, somebody, just give me a dollar amount. Nobody's typing, Brother Lance. I am shocked. I guess nobody wants to hear about this. Well, that's an opportunity that will pass a lot of people by.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Shelly, thank you, darling. $20. And you're being realistic right there. We Life. We Lance. We Lance
and LifeScurv.
I know, LifeScurv. We Lance, LifeScurv. I know you did. I saw you, honey. Okay, Shelly. If you are actually saying, realistically, yeah, you might get $20, Okay. In this particular program, you start your membership with $300. You let that $300 sit there, do nothing at all for 20 months, and you will have $900. 20 months, your $300 initial buy-in to the program will give you $900 in 20 months.
That's just putting it in and not doing anything.
That's just putting it there and forget about it.
Yeah.
However, with that $300 sitting there every 34 days, every 34 days, you are given the opportunity to do a rebuy of $50. Every 34 days.
You're getting $50. You can do that to make it swell up more.
Right.
Or,
yes.
You can take it out. You don't want to do that.
Well, you can't. You can, but they don't. They're not going to allow you to take that out right there. You need to be at a certain dollar amount before they will open it up for you to take it out. Okay. Right. However, $300, do nothing at all. Just let it sit there. Forget about it. Go about your business. You will have $900 in 20 months.
Yes, New Life. You can
Right?
add if you want to, and
You can add more.
yeah. And
Right?
that's if you do 1,000, it's 300, 500, 1,000 that you can do. But
Correct.
remember that those rebuys go in to boost you up even more. So it's like an avalanche. The avalanche starts off real slow, and then it builds.
It builds.
There, and let it build up. Like, okay, like with $1,000 initially, you put it in. After what? How many months is it that you get?
Hold on.
Huge...
Okay. If you do $1,000, if you do your membership with $1,000, same scenario. You do $1,000, you do nothing at all. You let it sit there. You forget about it. You don't care. You're not even thinking about it. Right? 20 months in, at the end of 20 months, you will have $3,000. No joke. At the end of 20 months, you will have $3,000.
$3,000 in the bank and see what happens.
Right? With $1,000 initial buy-in, every 10 days, you get $50 that you can buy back into. They call it a rebuy. So you're buying back into your membership. You're putting that $50 back into your membership. Okay, every 10 days. So what happens is, as you are accumulating these every 10-day $50, every 10-day $50, every 10-day $50, your $1,000 is growing. Okay, so where you would only get $3,000 at the end of 20 months if you did nothing at all, with these $50 buy-in, at the end of 20 months, you would have $10,000 with your $1,000 initial buy-in.
And that's 20 months.
20 months.
Right. Not 24 months, which is 2 years, but less than 2 years.
Exactly. I want you guys to, if anyone's interested, you send me an email. I will send you some information. We're going to be doing some live shows. The three of us, Brother Lance, Brother Audie, and myself. We're going to be going more in depth with it. There's also, like I said, we do have videos on the platform that you can go back and you can watch, and you can get a understanding of how it works, and then hit me up.
Yep.
No bullshit. But remember now, nothing is guaranteed. Life isn't guaranteed.
It's going on like this, and from what you see, it can go on like this for many, many years. Get it while you can. It's just like back in the day when Home Depot first came out and they went public with their stocks. Now, this is not a stock. Speaking of jumping on the opportunity, even Bitcoin, when it first came out, I don't know that stuff, whatever. Now, now it's doing some little dances and whatnot. But all this time, and the people who came out of it that jumped on it early, it's about jumping on it early, right?
Yeah.
But
Matt Capper says betting football is good too. Yeah, betting football is good too, but your odds of winning in football is far less than what we're talking about here now. Who's cursing? Anyways, yeah. God, there's always one. Yes. So anyways, anyone that has an interest, you can let me know. Once again, go back and, Brother Lance, because your computer is quicker than mine. Can you go back and find one of the Audie shows and just drop the link so that anyone that wants to look.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
I won't go any further.
Don't go any further.
You know that song, Hold On, and then there's a I'm suffering at the end of it.
Don't go any further.
Exactly. Hold on. Matt Capper, you could send me an email, and I'll send you the link and some information that you could take a look at it and see if the odds are better than betting on football. It's up to you.
Personal choice.
Send me an email, guys. Anyone who is interested, just send me an email to empressellerg@lancescurv.com.
Okay, yeah, here's
And Lance and I, we are a team, so it doesn't matter who you sign up with. We all benefit.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna drop this link inside.
Okay.
Second, completely went away from that screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hit the sack in a second after this, and pack my bags, make sure everything is charged up, and
yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Gonna be on it so we can bring that good stuff.
Yeah, 11:11, guys. It's 11:11, guys. So this is a good opportunity.
Times Square. Look at that. But yeah, it's something we're doing, and we just have to share that. It's not a hustle or whatever. It's just something we're doing, and we see it, and we're just going, look. That is like so guaranteed in a way, which we know nothing is, right? I'm the dude who upped and came to Africa. Not that nobody else hasn't done it. I'm the guy who, if I see something that's beneficial to me, I'm going to do it. Even if you have to go through slight discomfort of adjustments at the end of the day. Like I said, so anything that I see, I'm that guy that would jump on it. I'm not going to speculate and talk, and I don't know. And no, I'll take my last dollars. Like, yo, I see what's happening with this. We need to do this.
Right.
And like I said, I had a close person to me transition. And he had a nice life and everything like that, and ups and downs and stuff. But, we can't wait on things. No, even if you don't do this particular thing, I'm just saying overall, you cannot wait. We're all going to transition, but don't, what's the hesitation for anything? Yes, always look into everything, kick the tires, look up under the hood, and don't just take it on face value. Don't take anything
your due diligence,
on face value. And that goes for anything in life. But once you see it, there's no need to hesitate with anything. Take your time to a point now. Not, well, I'm going to do this in 2 years. No. Take your time to a point where you see, okay, and question things. And don't be afraid to question us, because what we're going to do with our new style shows on that, we're also going to provide ways of being able to hold your hand and walk you through the process, and you'll see things. Like I said, my progress in this area, I'm going to be the guinea pig and show you what I've made, show you what's happening, how it works. And Priscilla G has those administrative skills where she kind of can explain it better than I can. And you've been studying things a little more while I'm running around doing videos, right? But like we're a team, and she will fill in. And with Brother Audie, he'll be there. And Brother Audie is doing very, very well.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Woo! Imagine.
And we're Black people. We're melanated people doing the damn thing, So
imagine someone
beautiful
figures out there, but imagine you were to make something every day. Like if you could make what some people are making in a week, every day. Just you wake up and you got that every day. Now the momentum is building up more. Like I said, the avalanche will start small and build up.
That's right.
Man,
and you listen, Brother Lance is getting to the point right now where he can do he will be doing $50 every day in maybe the next 2 weeks. Within the next 2 weeks, he will be at a place where he can do $50 a day rebuy.
I'm gonna show you. It's awesome. Imagine, really, okay, $50 we could say, you work for me, I'm gonna give you $50 a week. Like, that's chump change. But you get $50 every day accumulating. That's awesome. What is that in a week? on top of what you get.
Exactly.
Put that in. That's not going to my pocket where I'm like, well, I'm going to just, take this and, I'm putting it back in. So I can, okay, here it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have potential after a while.
Mm-hmm. They're giving you this. You give them $1,000 and they're giving you, after 10 days, they're giving you $50. And you put that back in. So now you have 1,050. Right.
And not
10.
Yet. If they go public,
That's
forget
a
it.
wrap.
It's going to push you up even more.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So
because they're going to give you a piece.
Yeah, there are people out there in this system who have been in a little longer, and you don't have to wait. You can push past them as intense as you want to get into it. There are people who are making $100, $200, $300, $1,000, $2,000 a day.
$10,000 a day.
Yeah,
$10,000 a day.
Get to that point now. It takes a little discipline and but you can do it. You know what? I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm gonna do it. Hook, line, and sinker. And again, these financial systems of the world and different things can shift and things can crash. I'm realistic about it because with me going into it, nothing lasts forever. I say that. Let's here. Oh, we're gonna ride the wheels off of it.
But listen, the banking system is at a point. I remember once upon a time, FDIC was $500,000. I don't think they have even $100,000 in FDIC anymore, which is basically insurance on the money you have in the bank. For those of you who don't really know, I'm not being rude or anything. But if you have money in the bank used to say they would insure up to $500,000. So if anything happened and you had $700,000 or $1 million in the bank, at least if something happened and things crashed, they would guarantee you $500,000, right?
Exactly.
Nowadays, they're not. I don't think they have that guarantee. I think it's $100,000 now. That's how bad it is. So, can you imagine if you work all your life and you're saving your pennies and you have a couple $100,000 in the bank and the system crashes? What do you get? So, if you are willing to bank on the bank and put all your money in the bank and you let it sit there and they're not giving you anything on your money, right? Why can't you take a chance on this? Oh, Matt Capper. Okay, hang on a second. Hold on here.
I got you.
I got it right there.
Got it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Impreso LG at LanceScurv.com.
The accent.
All right, Brother Lance. Yes, you do need to go. Yes,
we're
indeed.
Gonna do this kind of chit chat probably on Sunday to an addendum, but we're gonna do dedicated shows speaking about news in the cryptocurrency world and all those things. And we're gonna have it where we have the introductory thing toward the end. It's like when you go to church and you're there and they give the sermon and say, "Well, do you have a church home? Or would you like to join?" Well, we're gonna have that kind of thing, but it's gonna be in a fresh, funky kind of good way that you have fun, even if you know all
my
about
zany personality that is now coming forward. Thank you, Melissa. Yes. So we will talk, Brother Lance. We will do this. We're doing shows tomorrow night. All being well, and
tomorrow night.
Yes.
I'm gonna be getting that good video tomorrow. 2 separate ones again. At the Osu Castle with the Black Unicorn. That's maybe where we record the video, and I'll put it up and edit everything nice. And she'll do the same for her channel. And we'll do it that way. And then with Brother Yehoshua, he's going to put some things. He's going to speak on community and the importance of community. So we already know what he's going to talk about. And I just had to bring the cameras out there and head on over that side of town and head over to the other location and just make it happen. And then we'll come back. I'll take a little nap, get some food, take a little nap, and we'll come back with a nice little show immediately and maybe do at least 2 of them. I know Sister Beatrice wants to do something tomorrow and Sunday, and we'll do another one. And we'll just hang out and do it. I can't tell you the times now, but when you get it, it's going to be good.
Exactly. So, on that note, before we go into another set of talking, you have a wonderful night, and I guess we'll chat sometime tomorrow.
Yes, most definitely.
Alrighty.
That's what it's going to be.
Yes, sir. Alrighty.
Definitely.
Take care.
Okay. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Here we go.